Picture a quiet morning, sunlight brushing my shins, and suddenly I notice the fine hair that always covered them is gone. That tiny change can be a hidden clogged artery, one of the earliest symptoms of atherosclerosis. Ignore it, and it may open the door to stroke warning signs or silent high blood pressure grinding away at your heart. Test yourself right now. Imagine holding your legs in that same sunlight. Do you see any odd, hair-free patches? If you do, type "I checked" in the comments so I know I'm not alone on this journey. And stay with me. Sign number 6, the secret that helped me reverse artery plaque, is coming up in just a few minutes. According to the CDC's 2023 report, a heart-related death strikes every 34 seconds in the United States. In a single year, 680,981 lives were lost, and more than 50% of Americans over 45 already carry some form of atherosclerosis symptoms inside their arteries. Those raw numbers aren't meant to scare you, they're meant to remind us that early clogged artery signs, like a smooth, hair-free shin, often whisper long before the roar of stroke warning signs or silent high blood pressure. Ignore the whispers, and the silence can become permanent. Picture a packed sports stadium. That is roughly how many people heart disease steals from us every 4 days. Sobering, isn't it? Keep the volume up, because in the next few moments I'll show you 3 subtle clues on your face, ones that your bathroom mirror reveals every morning. Spot them early, and you may never have to become part of those statistics. After the shock of seeing the hair on my shins disappear, I went back to the books. I printed every page of the 2024 American Heart Association guidelines, annotated each line, and sent the packet off to Dr. Olivia Carter at the Cleveland Clinic for mentoring. Every week, she reviewed my ABA numbers and the diet and exercise journal I kept, circling mistakes in red and writing, "Try again." I followed her feedback to the letter, tracking 9 mirror clues that reveal early clogged arteries signs and subtle atherosclerosis symptoms, and drilling 7 science-backed habits she prescribed. After just 90 days, my vascular readings improved, my blood pressure fell by 15 points, and the cloud of high blood pressure and impending stroke warning signs began to lift. Today I'm condensing that entire journey for you. At the end of this video, I'll share the PDF artery mirror checklist and a 30-day flow tracker. Want them? Type "clear" in the comments below. Stay tuned. Sign number 6, the marker Dr. Carter calls the edge between risk and rescue, is just moments away. Pick up a hand mirror and tilt it toward soft light from your screen. We'll scan your face together, one detail at a time. Sign number 1, the ear crease. Look closely at your earlobe. Do you see a diagonal fold slicing from the rim down to the base? Studies still debate its exact meaning, yet many link this Frank's line to early _clogged arteries signs and doubled odds of silent atherosclerosis symptoms . No crease doesn't guarantee safety, but a visible one is a polite scream, have your vessels checked. Sign number 2, xanthelasma, the yellow eyelid patch. Raise your brow gently. Cream-colored smudges at the inner or outer corners of the upper lid are cholesterol deposits. Elevated LDL is the very mortar that cements plaque, pushing you closer to future stroke warning signs . If you just spotted a patch, type "I see yellow" in the comments, let me know you're taking observation seriously. Sign number 3, arcus senilis, the gray-white ring. Step into natural light or angle a lamp toward your eye. A pale, concentric halo hugging the iris often means circulating blood fats are high. Many seniors shrug it off as normal aging, but it mirrors the lipid traffic in your arteries. These 3 facial clues are frontline messengers, urging action before silent high blood pressure or a heart attack knocks. If none appear, stay calm, 6 more signs are coming, especially sign number 6 on the legs, the line between risk and rescue, as Dr. Carter calls it. Pause the video if needed, snap a mirror photo, and resume. The more actively you look, the more grateful your heart will be. Ready for the next test? Don't blink now, the most dramatic clues sit below your heart. I'm starting a 90-second countdown, by the time the hand hits 0, you'll know 4 lower leg cues, including sign number 6, the one that spared me from losing a toe. Test your reflexes, pause for a heartbeat and type on footprint hunt in the comments. When you look back up, the clock will be ticking. Switch on a soft light and slip off your socks, because in a moment we'll inspect the quiet clogged arteries signs and subtle atherosclerosis symptoms that many doctors overlook. 75 seconds left. Are you ready to study the very feet that must carry you the rest of your life? Imagine your lower legs as a treasure map. Read the markings correctly and you'll know whether blood is flowing freely or staling in hidden bends. First clue, the desert shin. Glide your hand over the front of your calf. Does the skin feel unnaturally smooth, the hair patchy or gone? Hair needs a steady supply of blood and nutrients. When circulation fades, hair is the first to vanish. That is one of the clearest _clogged arteries signs _ and a whisper that early _atherosclerosis symptoms _ may already be at work. Second clue, the hibernating nail. Tilt your toes upward and study each nail. Have months passed since you last needed a trim? Has a nail lifted off its bed and simply stalled? Nails respond to blood flow just like hair. If yours seems stuck in slow motion, type slow nails in the comments and I'll reply with tips and a reminder to check your leg circulation sooner rather than later. Third clue, the 1-second capillary test that once saved me. Press the fleshy tip of any toe, hold for 3 seconds, then release. If the pink color returns in under 1 second, excellent. If you count 2, 3, 4 seconds, blood is crawling toward your feet, and the risk of silent high blood pressure and future stroke warning signs climbs with every extra beat. Time it with a stopwatch and post your number, 0.8s, 2.4s, I read every result. Fourth clue, a weak foot pulse and the ABA ratio. Slide 2 fingers behind the inside ankle, or across the top of the foot, and search for the beat. If it feels fainter than the pulse in your wrist, or you can't find it at all, blood may not be reaching the finish line. The gold standard check is the ankle brachial index. Divide ankle blood pressure by arm blood pressure. Anything below 0.90 signals a narrowing highway. My own score once dipped to 0.78, catching it early let me steer clear of a heart attack. None of these tests require an expensive clinic, just a mirror, a clock, and your own hands. Record your findings later in the 30-day flow tracker that waits at the end of this video. Next up are 3 whole-body signals, the final flares before the heart cries for help. Stay with me. Picture a late afternoon stroll to the corner market. You feel fine, until 2 blocks in, your calves burn like stretched rubber bands. That isn't just getting older, it's muscle shouting, I'm out of oxygen. Sign 8, burning calf pain with short walks, claudication. When arteries narrow, blood can't reach working muscles. Stop and the pain eases, walk again and it returns. That stop-start loop is a flashing signal of early atherosclerosis symptoms. If your last grocery run forced you to lean on the cart, drop, I felt it, in the comments to mark your log. Evening arrives. You settle into bed. Sign 9, shortness of breath when lying flat, orthopnea. One pillow isn't enough, you prop a second, maybe end up half-sitting to breathe. The heart pumps poorly, fluid backs into the lungs, and airspace shrinks. It's an audible knock from unchecked high blood pressure and the first echo of future stroke warning signs. And when the clock strikes 1 a.m. Sign 10, frequent nighttime urination, nocturia. A tired heart lets fluid pool, the kidneys work overtime as soon as you lie down. 3 trips to the bathroom a night aren't just age, they're the cardiopulmonary renal circuit straining to keep pace. Calves, lungs, bladder, 3 alarm bells blaring at once. Note each of them in your 30-day flow tracker after the video. In the next segment, we'll uncover why plaque forms and, more importantly, how to turn the process around before a crisis strikes. Stay tuned, the knowledge ahead could flip the entire game board in your favor. Ever wonder how arteries that start out as smooth as new plumbing end up thick and brittle? Picture an empty highway dotted with potholes. Each pothole is a microscopic tear in the artery wall, caused by surging sugar, smoking, or unchecked high blood pressure. The body dispatches its asphalt, LDL cholesterol, to patch the gouges. Sensible at first, but one patch sticks to the next, calcium hardens the mix, and a concrete lump grows. That hardened mix is the root of the atherosclerosis symptoms and the silent clogged arteries signs you just saw in your mirror. Now, meet the quiet accomplice, diet. The average American plate carries an omega-6 to omega-3 ratio of 25:1, while nature intended something closer to 1:1. Omega-6 fuels inflammation, new potholes form faster than old ones heal, while omega-3 cools the blaze. The good news? Your blood still runs street sweepers, HDL particles. When you slash added sugar, pile on colorful vegetables, choose fatty fish, and lift light weights 5 minutes a day, HDL works like a cleanup crew, hauling cholesterol off the walls and shrinking plaque. My own coronary calcium score stopped climbing after 3 months of rebalancing that omega ratio and simple strength work. In the next segment, we'll unpack 7 AHA-endorsed habits that turbocharge HDL, push back stroke warning signs, and steady high blood pressure, each with a tiny tweak you can try tonight. Stay tuned. What if a ticket costing less than $10 could let you peek into the future of your heart? Good news, that ticket exists, and it's waiting in a clinic near you. The first stop is the ankle brachial index, or ABI. A cuff goes on your arm, another on your ankle. Divide ankle pressure by arm pressure, and you get a number. Above 1.0 means smooth flow, below 0.9 signals narrowing, clear clogged arteries signs already demanding attention. My own score once dropped to 0.78, loud enough to make me overhaul my habits before those quiet atherosclerosis symptoms roared. Next comes a color Doppler scan. A handheld probe sends sound waves through the leg. On screen, blood shows up in bright streams while plaque appears as cloudy blocks. 5 painless minutes, the cost of a modest dinner, and you've spotted trouble long before chronic high blood pressure or looming stroke warning signs do lasting harm. When AB is low and Doppler raises suspicion, doctors move to a 3-dimensional CT angiogram. Contrast dye maps every bend of your arterial highway, tight spots and calcium buildup stand out like potholes. Only then does a specialist decide whether a balloon stretch, a stent, or simply medication is best. Not everyone needs CT, but the earlier the picture, the lighter the fix and the faster the recovery. Think of the 3 tests as a tiered security system: first detect, then pinpoint, finally zoom in. Ask your physician for an ABI first, let the results guide the next steps. Record each number in your 30-day flow tracker so you can watch progress in black and white. Up next are 7 daily habits that act like road sweepers: shrinking plaque, lowering stroke warning signs, and steadying blood pressure every single day. Stick around. Imagine 4 actions that take a grand total of 7 minutes, yet have been verified by the American Heart Association to roll plaque backward. Would you try them tonight? First, spend 5 minutes with light weights, 1 or 2 kilogram dumbbells or water bottles. Curl 30 times, perform 20 body weight squats. A 2024 BMJ study shows that doing resistance work at least twice a week lowers cardiovascular mortality by 20%, combine it with brisk walking or cycling twice a week, and the benefit climbs to 40%. Stronger muscle soaks up glucose and quietly tame high blood pressure. Second, build a rainbow plate plus 1 spoonful of fiber. Every meal, aim for 3 colors of produce: dark green, red, and purple, then stir a tablespoon of psyllium or chia into water. Soluble fiber binds excess LDL for export, while those pigments calm inflammation, slowing the cuts and scrapes that later become clogged arteries. Third, chase the magic 1:1 ratio in your frying pan. Favor extra virgin olive, avocado, macadamia, or fish fat, keep industrial seed oils to a rare cameo. Draw that omega-6 to omega-3 balance toward nature's target. When the inflammatory fire cools, advancing atherosclerosis symptoms stall, and looming stroke warning signs veer off course. Fourth, flip the stress switch with the 4-7-8 breath. Inhale for 4 counts, hold 7, release 8, repeat 3 rounds. The vagus nerve kicks in, heart rate settles, cortisol falls, and arterial tension eases, an instant antidote to the daily pressures that accelerate plaque. All 4 habits demand less than 7 minutes of preparation and action. Check the Done box in your 30-day flow tracker each day and let HDL, the body's natural street sweeper, go to work. Next up, we'll debunk the 3 biggest myths about fish oil, cannabis, and one-ear crease means you're doomed. Stay with me, the final stretch will steady your heart more than any prescription. Once you've adopted the 7 daily habits, the only things left in your way are stubborn rumors. Let's clear out the 3 myths that stop people inches from the finish line. Myth 1, fish oil pills mean I can eat whatever I like. A 2023 meta-analysis shows EPA and DHA work best only when your overall omega-6 to omega-3 ratio nears 1:1. One gel cap cannot cancel a fryer-heavy menu. Treat fish oil as an assistant, not a lone superhero, if you hope to steady high blood pressure and sidestep future stroke warning signs. Myth 2, one-ear crease is a life sentence. Frank sign is a statistical red flag, not a verdict. Lower LDL, shrink plaque, and your cardiovascular danger falls even if the increase remains. Trade anxiety for action by tracking other, more reliable clogged artery signs, such as a low ABI or a slow capillary refill test. Myth 3, smoking or eating cannabis automatically wrecks your heart. Current data suggest combustion products raise vascular inflammation, while low-dose oral cannabinoids have yet to prove they trigger atherosclerosis symptoms. Still, any smoke adds free radicals and tightens vessels, so the safest choice is, don't inhale. If you once believed any of these, type "I'm past it" in the comments as a pledge to yourself. In the final segment, we'll wrap the journey and share the download link for your full resource kit. Stay right here. We have traveled a long road together, from vanished shin hair and earlobe creases to 7 habits that fit into 7 daily minutes. If you're still watching, your heart is already knocking on the door of a healthier future. To reward that persistence, I've packaged everything into a single PDF, the Artery Mirror Checklist and 30-day flow tracker. Inside you'll find a checklist of 10 mirror tests for early clogged arteries signs you can tick off each week. Charts for recording ABI, waist size, blood pressure, and capillary refill time. A 30-day calendar to color each time you complete strength work, build a rainbow plate, choose heart-healthy fat, or practice the 4-7-8 breath. A sample menu that reaches the 1:1 omega-6/omega-3 target, plus smart questions to ask your doctor. Want the kit? Type "clear" in the comments right now. Our system will send you the download link and an invitation to the Facebook group Living Strong with Harold, where we share progress photos and celebrate every green "Done" box. Remember to subscribe and ring the notification bell. Algorithms miss things, bells do not. That way, you never skip new research on high blood pressure, hidden stroke warning signs, or practical ways to reverse plaque. Next video drops Friday at 10 a.m. We'll talk about vitamin K2, my quiet ally for 2 years in keeping arterial calcium from rising. Thank you for walking with me. I'm Harold Bennett, 76, still taking sunrise walks, and I believe information doesn't change a person, adopting a new identity does. I hope today helped you put on the identity of strongest heart in the room. See you inside the 30-day challenge.